Welcome to round 4 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League Season 6. We're going to kick things off here with Detroit versus Amiibo Engage, but before we do, let's talk about the round 4 schedule. So, there were a couple of schedule flexes, meaning the original schedule order you saw is not the same schedule order. The same 14 games will be played, but we did flex the 2 no mic slots in and out. So, first 4 games before our first no mic match will be Detroit at Amiibo Engage, Mid-Class Nation versus Your Worst Nightmare. We'll see the Bad Opinion Tellers at JG Wentworth, followed by Green Bay at Undefeated Chaos Corp. The first no mic match will be the Novas versus the Natsuki Lovers. Novas are currently 1-2. Natsuki Lovers still struggling to find their first win as they were on the wrong side of a 4 KO performance from Papaya in the last round. Afterwards, matches 6, 7, 8, and 9 will be Boston at the Fabled Fairies, Miami at the Dark League, who also remains undefeated. We will then see the Ditto Burritos at the 456 Squadron, who did pick up their first win of the regular season. We had to replay the match between 456 and Timezone Squad because we put the wrong Zelda in. So that short little live stream you saw after the big long live stream, that short stream is a correct match between that final match of the night. After the Ditto Burritos at the 456 Squadron, we will see the undefeated KBs on the road against the Holy Army of Faerghus, who just suffered their first loss of the regular season. The team that they lost to, Carbon Show's team, they will be the host of the no mic match as they host Michael, who got their first win of the regular season. So we'll see Michael at Carbon Show's team, second no mic match in slot number 10. The last 4 games afterwards will be Ottawa versus the Timezone Squad. After starting off 3-0 and that explosive performance from Papaya, could Ottawa be the team to beat this season? The Timezone Squad 1-2 right now. They have back-to-back tough games as they face Ottawa, and then they face the Ditto Burritos in round 5. We will then see the Dublin Kings at the Tax Fraudulents, Toronto at your team domain, and to close things off, Buffalo at the Floppy Flamers. Welcome, I'm 1AM, your host for tonight. We start off with winless Detroit, 0-3. Despite 2 former MVPs, we do see another change in the leadoff as Dan Dory will be elevated from the 3 slot to the leadoff, so it will be Dan Dory, Farmed, Love Foolish, Pancakes, and Herobrine for Detroit against Amiibo Engage. Psylocke has been doing pretty solid so far as the leadoff. She'll be the leadoff for Amiibo Engage, with the rest of the roster being Dr. Crockpot, Dragonleaf, Citron, and Mercury. Can Detroit pick up their first win of the regular season? Let's find out. Up left, right down A. The leadoff game is going to be Detroit going back to Dan Dory, the Olimar, facing off against Psylocke. We still wait for the first damage. It will be done by Dan Dory, but a trade right there is going to be 18, 40 to 24, but that is a little bit of blue Pikmin damage, 49 to 26. Down smash, Dan Dory, 6-7, 73 now, going to be 73 to 53 after the forward smash. Current Pikmin order is white, yellow, red, 73, but the up B into the small combo right there from Psylocke. Dan Dory's going to be at 94. We see the combo again, small combo, no chasing into the off screen though, 106 to 61. Forward smash, Psylocke off stage. Dan Dory tries to chase but goes a little too high, 106 to 73. Dan Dory waiting to come back onto the stage. Down air right there, going to put Psylocke at 84 into an up smash. Psylocke will survive the up smash for now. She goes for a jab, 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 and it will KO. Leadoff woes continue for Detroit. 0-4 combined between all their leadoffs. Psylocke gets another leadoff win, and now Farmed comes out for Detroit. It is 0 to 147. Farmed. Forward smash, gonna miss right there. Side B actually, we see this side B landing, but it's the weak hit, 0 to 158. Down tilt, do we see another miss side B from Farmed, 12 to 168. Farmed will come back onto the stage, out of parry. That is a missed up smash here into a forward smash. Farmed will come back onto the stage at 41%, 41 to 168. Out of the parry, but the second hit, and Farmed, former MVP, already at 82%. It is 82 to 176. Another weak side special hitting Psylocke. She is still alive at 187. Make it 98 to 187 right now as we see Farm dangling right there, and out of the parry, it's going to be a side B which does KO from Farm, so it's going to be 4 versus 4 as Dr. Crockpot comes out right now, 120 to 0. Crockpot takes his first little bit of damage there, but out of the parry, shuts down the former MVP. Love Foolish back in the starting rotation for Detroit. Gonna be 14 to 37. We see the up smash being parried right there. 14-37 as down tilt, but the grab misses from Crockpot. Down smash 53 to 137. It's a forward tilt. Love Foolish just one hit away from getting Arsene active here. It is 66 to 47, so it will take a normal rate for Arsene. Actually, Detroit is down right now, and we see the down air. Arsene active now for Love Foolish at 97% as Crockpot. He could potentially get a KO here. Gonna be down air up smash. Not able to get rid of Crockpot quite yet. We see out of parry. No, the second forward tilt does land. 97 to 108. Down tilt. About 1/3 meter left for Crockpot. Gonna be dash attack right there as Crockpot will be off stage. 97 to 142, and he's gonna fall short. Love Foolish will even this up in terms of Amiibo, but Raigan Leaf comes out right now. Forward smash, forward air, and he'll get a KO. So it's going to be 3 versus 2 as the Crom. He's been doing pretty solidly so far to start the season for Amiibo Engage. It's going to be 20 to 13 as this is the team that employs the most amount of Fire Emblem Amiibo on a single roster. Going to be 20 to 38 right now. 20 to 49. We see up tilt followed by no up air from Pancakes. He won the Season 3 MVP of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League back when he was with the Time Zone Squad. Spent 3 seasons there before being traded here. 46 to 91. Raigan Leaf avoids the Gordo, comes back to the ledge. It's 46 to 91, but we see down throw, down forward air, but the up air from Pancakes will hit Raigan Leaf. He will survive in the corner for now. 62 to 108. Side B, shielded right there. Pancakes at 65. It is 65 to 131 as Raigan Leaf is off stage. He'll come back on straight to the ledge. We see down air, followed by an up smash, which will miss. It's going to be forward smash. Pancakes at 103 as the Crom. He lands a neutral B. 114 to 131. Pancakes will come to the ledge, but no punishment there from the Crom. 114 to 131. We see a forward tilt. 114 to 138. Raigan Leaf, he will go for a down tilt into forward air from Pancakes. 126 to 151. That probably saved the King Deity. As we see a forward tilt here, that's going to shut things down for the Crom. It's going to be 2 versus 2 as now Citron comes out for Amiibo Engage. It's 149 to 156 to 0 as Citron does take a little bit of offstage damage onto Pancakes, and that's going to be a 1 versus 2 for Herobrine. So Herobrine faces down the 1 versus 2 barrel between Citron and Mercury as Detroit wants to avoid going 0-4 to start the season. 27, got to be to 41 already, 41 to 2, 41 to 10, 64 to 10 right now as we're going to see more Thunder. Herobrine already at 78%. It's going to be L Thunder, missing right there, 93 to 10. Citron's 11 sword will expire for temporarily, about halfway recharged now, 106 to 29. We see Herobrine trying to get a little bit of damage here, down smash, as that is going to be the sword active again for Citron to use, 106 to 54. She comes back with 11 sword, gets hit by up smash, 106 to 67, but at 67%, Citron will get the game-winning KO as Amiibo Engage is going to win this match, 5 to 3. Detroit will fall down to an 0-4 record to start the season as Dandori leadoff woes continue for this team. Herobrine could not get a KO in a 1 versus 2 in what was going to be back and forth action until Citron pops off with 2 KOs to win the game. Mercury not needed in this victory for Amiibo Engage. But seriously, things are starting to go south already for Detroit. 2 former MVPs, both of them playing. I don't know if it's them underperforming, them not just getting the right rhythm, right motion, or if it's falling behind early without leadoff wins coming in for Detroit, what the issue is. We'll see what Detroit does do to adjust the roster with an 0-4 record staring things in right now. Of course, there's still 14 rounds left to the regular season, so Detroit still has 14 rounds left to bounce back, but in the next round, Detroit, they are going to be on the road against JG Wentworth, who seems to be one of the better teams this season. They're currently 2-1 right now. We'll see if they'll be facing a 3-1 team as JG Wentworth plays in a couple games from now, hosting the Bad Opinion Tellers. As for Amiibo Engage, in the next round, they will be hosting the Natsuki Lovers, who are currently 0-3. We'll see if the Natsuki Lovers fall down to 0-4 if they lose to Novas later this round. That'll be the no-mic match, the first no-mic match of the night, but things are starting to look bleak early for Detroit in this season. As for Amiibo Engage, Psylocke starting to be a pretty decent in the leadoff position so far. Leadoff had been an issue for Detroit for Amiibo Engage these last 2 seasons. If Psylocke can produce at a better level than Walmart or even Jacob did in the last 2 seasons, Amiibo Engage could potentially go on a deep playoff run. Oh, wrong button. My apologies, folks. So with that said about these 2 teams, up next, we're going to see Mid-Class Nation versus Your Worst Nightmare. In fact, we'll actually stay on the microphone for this one. So, before the live stream had began, I actually loaded in the Amiibo for Mid-Class Nation already. So, Mid-Class Nation, we can literally just throw them in right now. So, Mid-Class Nation, another team that is winless, 0-3 to start their season off, still trying to find their first win. It will be Headstrong, Aegislash, slot number 3. We are going to see Spooky. In the 4th slot, it is going to be Urshifu. In the 5th and final slot, 40-0-3 Mid-Class Nation shall be Nemesis. So Mid-Class Nation, 0-3 start to begin things off. They've lost so far to, let's see, Mid-Class Nation has lost so far to Ottawa, the Time Zone Squad, and most recently the Floppy Flamers. 0-3 start as they will be facing Your Worst Nightmare. But Your Worst Nightmare, we have to load these individually one by one. Let me see where that roster is. They are currently in contention for the best rookie right now. That's going to be in slot number 2, but the leadoff so far, he's been taking a bit of a step down compared to last season, I would say, but it's still an early young season. Anything can change. We're only in the 4th round out of 18 to this regular season, but Eden will be the leadoff, as Eden is employed here in the leadoff to be a counter to Olimar, as that is an Olimar leadoff for Mid-Class Nation. But in the 2nd slot, the talk of the town. Unfortunately, there can only be one Amiibo on the thumbnail most of the time, but this rookie Mii Brawler from Nightmare, Perspecta, she and Papaya combined currently lead the league in KOs 7 each in only 3 rounds. We will see this young rising superstar face off against the Mid-Class Nation, but the rest of the roster needs to be loaded. Slot 3, Jocelyn's Link, King Raru, led the team in KOs last season. We're going to see him once again still employed in that number 3 slot, but with 2 very strong middles, a solid anti-Olimar leadoff solution, and one of the best closers in the league history, Your Worst Nightmare. Could they be built to go deep this season? We will see Chroma in slot 4 as soon as we can find her real quick. Where is Chroma? Nightmare, Pyramithra, Chroma. Alrighty. 5th and finally for Your Worst Nightmare is one of the better closers in the league history, one of the best arguably, Nightmare's Byleth Xion. So, 2nd match of the night, we are going to see Mid-Class Nation versus Your Worst Nightmare as soon as Xion steps onto the playing field. Alright, so it's going to be Headstrong, Aegislash, Spooky, Urshifu, and Nemesis versus Eden, Perspecta, King Raru, Chroma, and Xion. As things stand right now, Mid-Class Nation, they start off their season with an 0-3 record. They have not had a single win in the regular season since, I believe, round 14 of last season. Sorry, round 15 of the round 14 of the previous season. As for Your Worst Nightmare, 2-1 record so far. Their only loss, I believe, was to, who did they lose to? I think it was the opening round. Yeah, Your Worst Nightmare, their only loss was the opening round to Amiibo Engage. So we'll see if Your Worst Nightmare can advance to a 3-1 record. Oh, as for Dublin Kings versus Tax Fraudulents, that's going to be the 12th game of the night. We're only on game number 2. Your leadoffs are Headstrong versus Eden. Could Sephiroth be the anti-Olimar? It's going to be 11-17, as that is going to be a little bit of Pikmin damage. Going to be 11-40 right now. Down B, 22-42. We see the down tilt, but no up air landing. The back air will get some damage. 44-53, as we see Eden on the right platform coming on down. It's going to be, oh, that's the white Pikmin onto the Sephiroth. That's going to deal some big damage right there. 44-72, but a back throw. 53. The wing will be active here for Eden right now. It is 53-81. That's going to be 98 onto the Sephiroth. already. We see Forward Smash, and Headstrong gets the leadoff win as Perspecta comes out now. One of two Amiibo tied for the KO lead in only 3 rounds. 7 KOs from her and Papaya. Gonna be 94-0 as Perspecta currently in that potentially even the MVP race against Papaya. Gonna be 107-31 as Headstrong comes back on. 107-42. We are going to see afterwards. Side B. No, it gets interrupted by the Pikmin. 107-58. The current Pikmin order is red, yellow, yellow. That's 1 red, 2 yellows, and Perspecta, she's gonna be shut down. Mid-Class Nation is trying to get their first win of the regular season. Headstrong will be KO'd by King Raru, but we're going to see Perspecta shut down here in round 4. It's going to be Aegislash coming out now, 28-29. King Raru is going to stay on the stage for now, as this is your early young percent. Side B, 39-32. Forward Smash getting shielded. That's going to be Side B getting some damage onto King Raru, though. 47, 42-60. We see up B into up smash, gonna be 47-88, and another up smash. King Raru, he'll survive that one, but if another one lands, that could be it for King Raru of the night. It is 62-104. Aegislash at 73, 73-104, and forward smash. The switch to Mythra causes Aegislash to fall out the second hit. That could have potentially KO'd right there as King Raru. He'll be KO'd, and it's a 4-2 lead for Mid-Class Nation. So Chroma and Xion are going to need combined for 2 KOs each. If your worst nightmare wants to come back and win this game, it's 92-43 as we see Chroma coming back on. Up B will miss, but a dash attack, it will be 3 versus 2. But Spooky comes out now for the Mid-Class Nation as they try to get the first win of the regular season. It is 0-6-7. Spooky will go off stage, but it will be tech as Chroma did switch to the Mythra. 0-76 right now. We see Foresight, but nothing out of the Foresight aside from this jab, jab, jab here. 10-82. Back to the Pyra for Chroma. Forward smash will miss. Chroma's off stage. Neutral air will miss from the Meta Knight. 10-90 right now. We see gonna be down tilt into up B. Spooky gonna be at 41%. 41-90. Second up special will miss right there, as well as the up smash being shielded. But this up smash, Spooky at 61. We are going to see side B not landing quite yet. Up B right there. Spooky at 77 as Chroma is trying to even up the score at 2 versus 2. But a side B, which Chroma does jump out of. 79-101. So the Pyra Mythra still alive for now, trying to get another KO here to make things easier for Xion, but Xion is going to have a 1 versus 3 for your worst nightmare as Mid-Class Nation wants to get their first win of the regular season. They are 1 KO away from doing so. It is 98-8 as we see Xion. It's going to be Flurry. Xion off stage, going to be neutral air to counter the Meta Knight neutral air. That could have been deadly right there. Instead, it's 110-14. We see a Flurry. Xion at 19 as it's going to be side B, not landing quite yet. 110-25. Spooky thrown off stage. It's going to be a side B right here, making it 1 versus 2. Urshifu is going to come out now for Mid-Class Nation. It is 0-8-31. So the Banjo-Kazooie out of parry. We see down tilt, up tilt, no up air though from Xion. The side B will be shielded, but the second one does land, and the third one lands. 45-31. 45-36. Sorry, 65 actually, as down tilt, up air, up air. Do we see a third up air in the jungle? It is going to miss. 101-36, however. Xion. She has the opportunity to make this a 1 versus 1 if she can get rid of Urshifu here. It is 108-60. We see Urshifu on the platform, side B getting shielded, and a feather. That's going to be the dagger for the game as Mid-Class Nation gets their first win of the regular season, 5-3. So Mid-Class Nation picks up their first win of the regular season thanks to a 2 KO leadoff from Headstrong. Afterwards, the game turned into back and forth, but you can't play back and forth when you're already falling behind. Mid-Class Nation will take this game 5-3. So, winless teams. Mid-Class Nation is no longer winless, now 1-3. Detroit fell down to 0-4. Let me see what other winless teams we have. I think there's only 2 more. I think Natsuki Lovers, who are 0-3, they play the Novas, and I think also Toronto. Toronto is on the road against the Dratini Domain. That's going to be towards the end of the night. But I think we have, entering this round, 4 undefeated teams and 4 winless teams. Alright, when we come back, we're going to see the third match of the night. It shall be the Bad Opinion Tellers versus JG Wentworth. You're watching the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League on the 1AM channel.
Squad Strike.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. For the third match of the night, we shall have the Bad Opinion Tellers versus JG Wentworth. I believe both teams right now currently hold 2-1 records as we see Eon's Pal, Miyuki, Yuri, Lego Batman, and Bisclavette versus Pantwan, Channing Tatum, Nightmare, Slime God, and Raikou. Let's get started. Both teams trying to make it back to the playoffs this upcoming season as Bad Opinion Tellers, first year under Duke Fizzle, formerly known as the Fantasy Feed Enthusiast, trying to find life without Greg in the leadoff. But Eon's Pal, so far serviceable. Pantwan, still one of the better leadoffs so far in the league. I believe he's 3-0 as a leadoff. Somebody check that for me real quick on the server, should be in the stats. But Eon's Pal versus Pantwan are your leadoffs. Every single game today is a cross-conference matchup, so one Eastern Conference team versus one Western Conference team. There will be no East versus East, no West versus West. Every single game here is East versus West. It's going to be 54 to 37, as we see it's 56 each right now. After the forward smash from the pit, it's going to be 56 from Eon's Pal, and he's going to go off stage. Forward air misses, but the neutral air, and Pantwan, he will come back to the stage. Going to be 56 to 96, as we see Eon's Pal trying to chase again. 56 to 96 score remains, as we see neutral air, but afterwards it's going to be forward tilt. 71 to 98. We see the down B not landing quite yet. It's 71 to 114 after the forward smash from Eon's Pal. 77 to 114. Missed forward smash from Eon's Pal, but that one is going to land, and Eon's Pal, he'll get the leadoff win. So Channing Tatum will come out now for JG Wentworth. Going to be 100 to 7 out of the parry. We're going to see Shoryuken combo here. It will not be a Shoryuken combo, instead a different combo, but the Shoryuken, there it comes, there it goes, and Miyuki is out now for the Bad Opinion Tellers. It is 7 to 19. We see down B, 19 each. After this, it is going to be down B, 19 to 32, as we see the side special. Down smash, 1948, side B again. Channing Tatum, he's being outdamaged here by this Mii Sword Fighter. We see a down tilt. After the down tilt, another down tilt, 19 to 89. Channing Tatum tries to go back to the same space, but he is going at the wrong angle. Finally comes in low, but up smash out of that parry. It will miss from Miyuki, but the forward smash will land this time. 34 to 114. Tatum tries to come back onto the stage. 41 to 121. 47 to 121, as we see him go high, gets hit by the side B, and he'll be KO'd. So Nightmare will come out now for JG Wentworth, but we see the Bad Opinion Tellers. They take a lead here. It is 74 to 13 as Nightmare comes onto the stage, hit by the up tilt, up smash. It's going to be 74 to 32, but up air makes it 74 to 53. Up smash, Miyuki at 94, dash attack followed by going to be a down air instead coming from Miyuki. It is 102 to 67. JG Wentworth is down one Amiibo, however. So it's going to be forward tilt here from Nightmare. That will get rid of Miyuki. Yuri will come out for the Bad Opinion Tellers, as we love watching Yuri. 10 to 85. We see Yuri come back onto the stage, landing the forward air, but the strong forward air is not enough to get rid of this Mewtwo. 12 to 111. Forward smash is going to miss there. 23 to 111 as Yuri tries to go off stage. She will be coming back to the stage. We thought she was going to get stuck under there for a second. 34 to 113 as both Amiibo remain off stage. Down there from Yuri, followed by a forward smash, and that's going to end the night for Nightmare. So Slime God will come out right now. It's 46, 60 to 0. Fireball, do we see bang? No bang quite yet. Gotta be 86 to 0 as we see Yuri finally back onto the ground. She's gonna jump around. That was a deadly possible option as the sizzle will miss from Slime God. There was a Kamikaze on that list. We have not seen a hero use Kamikaze since Season 1 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, and it was Slime God who did it. 86 to 51. We see a side special right there, but instead Yuri gets the up smash. It's 101 to 70, but because of how it came out, that did end up consuming the mana despite the wasted attack. 131 to 70 right now. Yuri coming back onto the stage. Dash attack. Do we see side B? A short side B instead. Yuri, she is going to try going deep. Does not land it, and she'll be KO'd. Lego Batman comes out now for the Bad Opinion Tellers. It is 12 to 86. We see down throw, forward air, 30 to 97. Gotta be Lego Batman coming onto the stage, trying to run across, hit by a flame slash. Now we see no sizz from Slime God. Gotta be 74 to 97. But that is 74, 89% already on the Slime God as the Fireball is trying to charge, but Slime God gets KO'd by the neutral special. That was a long distance neutral B from Lego Batman. She knew the hero was gonna stand there and she punished that. It is 107 to 42 as Raikou has a 1 versus 2 scenario between Lego Batman and Bisclavette, but Raikou is already at 75. It is 107 to 94 as Lego Batman has a momentum here in this game. 107 to 108. Raikou trying to come back onto the stage. Jab, jab, jab will miss, but this one will KO Lego Batman. So Raikou will get 1 KO at least, but it's going to be forward smash, out of the parry, up smash. Bisclavette already at 56 from the down air. It's going to be up smash here, and Raikou has the opportunity to make this a game winner. It is 88 to 129, but Raikou is off stage. She's going to come back on right now. 88 to 129. Another back throw here. She's trying to come back out at 147. Gordo will miss. 88, 147. But we see the forward tilt. And the Bad Opinion Tellers are going to hang on with that forward tilt as they win this game 5 to 4. So it's going to be a 5-4 victory for the Bad Opinion Tellers as look at that. Beautiful back and forth action. Raikou managed to get big damage on the Bisclavette in that final stock, but ultimately the effort fell short. It will be a 5-4 victory for the bots. So Dupe Fizzle's bots start 3-1 for this regular season. In the next round, the Bad Opinion Tellers, they are going to be, let's see, the Bad Opinion Tellers in the next round, they host Green Bay, who currently starts 2-1 right now. That's going to be some in-conference action. Green Bay this round, though, they are, I believe, on the road. They're actually playing the Chaos Corp up next. But as for the losing team, JG Wentworth, back-to-back losses after starting off 0-2. On the next round, they are going to be playing Detroit, who is currently 0-4. So a team with back-to-back losses will face off one of the only few winless teams entering the league in round 5. We'll see how that matchup goes. Alright, coming up next, when we come back from the small break, it is going to be Green Bay versus the undefeated Chaos Corp. 4-0 as a team wants to make it back to the big dance, but first, they need to play out this 18-game regular season. And so far, things are looking good. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. For the fourth match of the night, we shall see Green Bay versus the undefeated Chaos Corp. So, Green Bay currently stands 2-1 to start the regular season, as Green Bay has never been to the playoffs at all, and this is their 5th season in league existence. We shall see Pink Furby, Bud Knight, Quadruple X, Hola Amigo, and MacBook for Green Bay. As for the Chaos Corp, they made it to the finals last season. They lost, but they currently start off 3-0, one of 4 undefeated teams left as we enter this round. The 4 undefeated teams, by the way, are the Chaos Corp, Ottawa, the KBs, and I believe the Dark League. Yes. So we have 1 expansion franchise, 1 rebranded team, and 2 of the best teams from last season are the 4 remaining undefeated ones. So it will be Knapsack, Malpractice, Penumbra, Nightmare Sword, and Nachos. However, both links use the black alt color, meaning that Nightmare Sword has been temporarily shifted to Daydream Sword. Let's begin. The leadoff game is going to be an interesting one here is Jigglypuff. I don't think Jigglypuff has had much exposure to the Olimar era, as Pink Furby hasn't really been a leadoff since Season 4. The Olimar leadoff started trending near the end of that season, but we will see Pink Furby versus Knapsack. There has yet to be a Pikmin auction, aka a Olimar versus Olimar leadoff situation so far this season. It will remain that way as Pink Furby will face against Knapsack. It is 43-52 as we see Red Pikmin getting some damage on. But a downer right there, it is 59-63 as we wait. We see Up Air attempted, 59-70. Fourth match will miss. Current Pikmin order is the non-binary colors, but the white one will be thrown away. So it's going to be purple, yellow, another offstage Knapsack. He's going to throw all his Pikmin away to come back on. It is 59-97 as we see a down forward throw. 59-112. Pink Furby trying to jump off stage. She's going to make her way back on. And we see the neutral B. It is going to be parried, but the way back will not. And that's going to be a leadoff win for Pink Furby against the Olimar. Malpractice comes out right now. And we see Pink Furby spinning out of control again. This is an Omega Form stage where she can capitalize off that spin even more. It's 59-41 right here as we see the down air. After the down, it's going to be 59-51. Another spin interrupted by the pill. If you have a good long-range projectile, you can interrupt what the Jigglypuff can do, and that's what Malpractice does right there. 71-62, but the pill bounces over Pink Furby, and Malpractice will be KO'd. It's a 2 KO leadoff from Pink Furby against the undefeated Chaos Corp, as Penumbra, the rookie, has to deal with an out-of-control Jigglypuff. It is 97-108. Can she lock the Jigglypuff up? She will! So Pink Furby will be KO'd. Bud Knight comes out right now, but the Chaos Corp remains down 1 Amiibo. It is 0-40. 11-40, 11-56 after the down special. Bud Knight, he has a different set of special attacks aside from the down B. Everyone uses that down B though. It is 45-71. Penumbra off stage will come back on. 55-71, we see down tilt into no up smash, charged it a little too long. 68-80 as Penumbra comes back onto the stage. Down throw, no forward air follow up though. 76-80 as down smash comes out too early. 76, 97-91 as Penumbra does have the opportunity to even the score here. 97-105, we see her come back up. 97-119, we instead is going to be Penumbra waiting, coming back on, out of the parry, up B, and that is not going to be teched. Penumbra has 2 KOs to even things up. Quadruple X will come out right now, but the up smash will get rid of Penumbra. But this is a much sizable deferent for the Chaos Corp. It's going to be 32-37 as we have Link versus Link. Quad X versus Daydream Sword. It's going to be 37-85. Down air is going to be 59-85 as we are going to see. Going to be a down air, 68-76. Forward smash will miss. Down tilt, up B, and Quadruple X will not get the KO quite yet. It is 76-129. Last thing you want to leave is a 1 versus 3 for Nachos, but if you do want to leave a 1 versus 3, Nachos could be a great idea. He had 2 comebacks from that position or further last season, including 1 in the playoffs. Gotta be off smash here, and it will be a 1 versus 3 for Nachos. So Quadruple X gets 2 KOs of his own as Nachos. He is used to this type of difference, this type of, I forget the actual word in English, deficit. There we go, that's the word, deficit. 122-0, 133-0 as Nightmare Nachos remains undamaged. It's good 133-0. We see the forward tilt 139-0 as it's going to be still no damage onto this King Deity. 151, make it a 1 versus 2. Hola Amigo will come out now for Green Bay. It is 0-24. We see gonna be the neutral air, but the up air gonna be 15-34. Nachos back onto the stage. Hola Amigo back onto the stage. Gonna be up tilt, neutral air. Gonna be 15-52 as we see the Meta Knight. He's trying to get some offstage pressure onto Nachos. It is 15-69. We see neutral air. Nachos back onto the stage. Forward tilt after the missed down smash. We see gonna be a inhale followed by an up smash. 69 each right now. Still a one stuck. I forget the word in English. 69-83. Gonna be 69-90. 78-90. Still a one stock deficit though. It is going to be 78-90. Side B, but Nachos bounces out. 78-107. But Nachos hit by the back air, and he is gonna fall short. The Chaos Corp will fall down in some of their first loss of the regular season as they lose to Green Bay 5-3. So both Green Bay and the Chaos Corp will be 3-1 exiting this round as Green Bay. Things are looking strong for them as they are trying to make it to the playoffs for the first time this season. The Chaos Corp, however, suffered their first regular season loss as Pink Furby got 2 KOs. Penumbra tries to even it with 2 KOs of her own, but then Quadruple X, one of the best players of the team, gets 2 KOs for Green Bay. Hola Amigo finishes the job when Nachos comes out. Alright, so that was the 4th match of the night. Up next is going to be the no mic match as the winless Natsuki Lovers are on the road against the Novas. Actually, no, the Natsuki Lovers had the home game here. So the Natsuki Lovers are your hosts. They host the Novas, but the Natsuki Lovers are still trying to find their first win of the regular season. But let's talk about these two teams. Green Bay in the next round. They are going to be playing the Bad Opinion Tellers, who are also 3-1. As for the Chaos Corp, we're going to see them. They are going to be on the road against your worst nightmare. So Chaos Corp, coming off their first loss, will face a common rival, a rematch of a quarterfinal series which Chaos Corp had won. Your worst nightmare is 2-2, so we'll see how that goes. But 3 undefeated teams remain. The next one to play after this will be the Dark League when they host Miami. That will be Game 7 of the night. But up next, the Novas versus the Natsuki Lovers. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. For the 5th match of the night, it will be a no mic match as we have the Novas versus the Natsuki Lovers. Before I go off the microphone for a minute, let's explain the rosters real quick. It will be Diabels, meh, it's him, Valrax, an A+ to me for the Novas against Fred, Lore, Doom Yuri, Wanda, and Depression as the Natsuki Lovers are still trying to find their first win of the regular season. Alright, this match is going to be playing. We'll see you in a couple of minutes after the match ends. The Natsuki Lovers will pick up their first win of the regular season as they defeat the Novas 5-3. Welcome back. We're going to see that leadoff win from Fred. That was 2 KOs from him, and then afterwards the game had turned to the back and forth. But say it with me, folks, you can't play back and forth when you're already falling behind. So, coming up next will be the Boston Brawlers versus the Fabled Fairies. But so far, 2 winless teams have gotten their first wins of the regular season, and they have been in similar fashion. Alright, so let's go back on the microphone real quick. Let's head back real quick. Back into Squad Strike mode. Up next is Boston at Fabled Fairies. Let's go to their home stage real quick. Home stage, Gyloth Battlefield. Alright, 5 versus 5. And we will see you in a minute when the 6th match begins. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Alright, next 4 games are going to be with the microphone as the remaining games for tonight. Boston Brawlers versus the Fabled Fairies. Miami at undefeated Dark League. We'll see the Ditto Burritos at the 456 Squadron. Then the undefeated KBs at Holy Army of Faerghus. Afterwards, the second no mic match. Michael versus Carbon Show's team. Then we'll see Ottawa, who remains undefeated, at the Timeslots Squad. Dublin Kings at the Tox Fraudulents. Winless Toronto at your team domain, and to close tonight, Buffalo at the Floppy Flamers. But for now, the Boston Brawlers versus the Fabled Fairies. It will be Cone Zone, Yummers, Fipsh, Vin Diesel, and D Destroyer for Boston against Greg, House MD, Nokotan, Bloodflame, and Doodle Bob. Let's begin. Let's press those buttons real quick. Up, left, right, down, A. And the leadoffs will be Cone Zone versus Greg, an all-star from last season. First damage will come from Greg onto Cone Zone. Gonna be 15 to 16, gonna be 15 to 39 after the up air, gonna be 15 to 46 now. We see forward air, but it's gonna be Cone Zone trying to jump around. 25 to 46, we see the neutral air. Cone Zone has yet to get a leadoff win so far this regular season, I believe. Gonna be 48 to 46. Up air, 48 to 52. Forward air will miss from this Mario. 61 to 52, as we see 70 to 52 right now. 78 to 52. Cone Zone try to go for a down air there instead of a forward smash. That's gonna be a throw. Cone Zone will be off stage. It is 105 to 52, and Cone Zone, he'll be KO'd with the off stage forward air. So Yummers will come out now for the Boston Brawlers. Greg gets the leadoff win. Gonna be 0 to 74 right now. We see up smash missing from the Mii Brawler. Up smash again. It is 8 to 92, 23 to 92, 37 to 92. As once again, it's gonna be forward smash. The current Pikmin order is blue, yellow, white. Actually, the white one was at first going to be 69-92, as we see. Side B, forward smash actually, 86-92, and a downer right there from Greg. 2 KOs in the leadoff slot for the Fabled Fairies, and that's going to be a forward smash missing from Phipps. 23-33 to 107, as the current Pikmin order now is white, red, yellow. Make it 56 to 108. We see Phipps trying to come back onto the stage. Greg is holding Phipps' bomb. We're going to see afterwards. Smash right there. That's going to end the night for Greg. So it's going to be 4 versus 3. But here comes House MD for the Fabled Fairies. He faces his former team. Spent the last 2 seasons with the Boston Brawlers. Did not perform very well with them, which is why he went unprotected in the expansion draft. But here with this new team, things are starting pretty solid for him. 79 to 60. We see gotta be a forward throw. We see the forward air. No, neutral air instead. It is 97 to 67, but a forward throw here makes it 106, and the down B not quite yet. 106 to 83, as this is going to be House trying to go for the up smash. Both hits will be parried, however. 106 to 91. House off stage, neutral air, and he will come back to the stage despite the neutral air. It is 106 to 110, as Phipps is trying to even the score here with 2 KOs. Can he get that second one? 106 to 122. It's gonna be down B into a down smash, and Phipps has 2 KOs for the Boston Brawlers, but Nokotan comes out now. It is 106 to 26, 106 to 41, as we see side B. Nokotan already taking some damage here. Neutral B, that's going to end the night for Phipps. No, it won't. 127 to 41, as Phipps does survive the neutral special, but this one right here will get the job done. Vin Diesel comes out now for the Boston Brawlers. Make it 0 to 59. Dorial will be parried. It's going to be a forward air instead. 0 to 80 as Vin Diesel tries to go off stage. 11 to 80 as he is here on his old stomping grounds of Skyloft, where he played 4 seasons with for the Swarm. It's going to be 11 to 0 as Bloodflame comes out now. So Vin Diesel has 1 KO so far. Dorial will be parried into an up B from Bloodflame, 28 to 0 as we see the back air, and he's gonna go for the downer right there. Bloodflame's gonna be KO'd. It's gonna be a 1 versus 2 for Doodlebob. Vin Diesel in his old stomping grounds, showing why he was an MVP contender back in season 3. It's gonna be 74 to 8, but Vin Diesel at 92, he'll be hit by the PK Thunder. That's gonna end his night. It's gonna be a 1 versus 1. D Destroyer comes out now against Doodlebob, who already has 1 KO. 11 to 8 as we see PK Fire. 21 to 8. Up tilt, up air. No, it's going to be a downer from the Lucas instead, but a missed up smash barely goes punished. It is 29, 42 each. 42 to 51. 58 to 51 as these two Amiibo are trading hits back and forth. 58 to 67 to 78. 58, 70, 78. We see a down smash, and that won't be enough, but this Thunder coming in. It's going to send him the opposite direction. 99 to 78, and that's going to be high, and there it is! Doodlebob gets the 1 versus 2 for the Fabled Fairies as they win this game 5 to 4. The expansion franchise starts their season off 3-1. Greg had 2 KOs in the leadoff slot, but I wanted you to look at this right here. There is not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 different Amiibo with 2 KOs each, as everyone except Nokotan, who had KOs, had 2 of them. Nokotan had 1, so let's see. Greg with 2, Phipps with 2, Nokotan with 1, Vin Diesel with 2, and Doodlebob with 2. 2 other superstars do shine for the Boston Brawlers, but they just couldn't find that 5th and final one. The Fabled Fairies start the regular season off 3-1. In the next round, I believe we are going to see them on the road as they play Dratini Domain. As for the Boston Brawlers, things start off for them 1-3, and it might get even worse as they host the undefeated KBs in the next round. That's assuming that the KBs can win their next game. Alright. Coming up next, we're going to see an undefeated team, but it won't be the KBs. Instead, it's going to be the Dark League, as the Dark League, 3-0 to start the regular season. They will be hosting the Miami 69ers when we come back on the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League.
Squad Strike.
1am, what's one of your biggest regrets? For me, it would be not getting a capture card until 2024. If I think I got a capture card in like 2022 or maybe like 2023, I think we would be in like season 20 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Maybe with some revisions, some changes, maybe a dynasty. But welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This is only season number 6 as we have Miami versus the undefeated Dark League. For Miami, they are currently 1-2 right now with Lil Nas X, Yamcha, Nyquillia, Vengeance, and Gengalzo. But on the other side, the Dark League. Let's talk about Boy Hawk real quick. He has not played in multiple seasons, but he has been popping up here in the leadoff slot, 3-0 as a leadoff so far. The rest of the roster is Amazon Lily, Fight Me, Ishtar, and Wet Stick, as this team, the Dark League, formerly known as the Cinnabon Splitters, starts their regular season off 3-0. Alright, no, being serious, no. If you're thinking about getting a capture card, you really should get the capture card. Do not be like me who waited years and years to get a capture card, because now there's a bunch of lost media I need to reveal one of these days of some old Amiibo tournament footage from spanning from 2021 to 2023. That's going to be a lost media discovery that I have to do myself in a little while, because I need to find which tournaments those are. More on that later. Okay, it's not actually lost me. It's on my external hard drive, the one I have plugged into my computer. I just need to actually sort through and all the files to make sure it's associated with the right tournament, right games, all stuff. But it should be just copies of the replay. I'll talk a little more about that in a future stream, probably a chatting stream or something like that. But it's going to be 42-60 right now as we see Boy Hawk down right now in terms of percent. It's going to be neutral air followed by neutral B, but the neutral B will miss. 48-76. The undefeated Dark League sees their leadoff going off stage at 87. He'll come back on. It's 48-87 as we see side B. That's going to spike downwards, but Lil Nas X will come back on. It's 65-103. No down B there from Boy Hawk instead of missed off special. 65-111. 80-111 right now as Boy Hawk comes back on. He's going to avoid the down B, and that's going to be a neutral B, which will not KO quite yet. 104-111. Down B. That's going to deal some shield damage, but not a broken shield quite yet. 111-120 as we see forward throw. 111-130. Boy Hawk, he comes back on. Get up attack. 121-130. And that's going to be a side B which misses. And Boy Hawk suffers his first leadoff loss of the regular season as Lil Nas X gets it. It's going to be Amazon Lily coming out now. 121-33 as we're going to see the neutral air. 136 now to 33. We see Amazon Lily coming back slowly but surely. Gets hit by the boomerang. 136-43. 3 undefeated teams remain as a Chaos Corp did suffer their first loss of the regular season, and that's going to be an up air getting rid of Lil Nas X. Here comes Yamcha for Miami. It's going to be 3-76 as we see Amazon Lily swapped over to the mid thread now. 22-76. Side B will be shooted. That's going to be a grab from the Little Mac. 4 bars towards a KO punch so far. It's going to be jab, jab, jab right here. 31-96 and a 4 tilt. That's going to get rid of Amazon Lily as Fight Me will come out now for the Dark League. It is 40-0 as we see this Little Mac halfway towards a KO punch now, just 4 bars away now, but that's going to be 2 bars after the side B. 68-0, 1 bar away. 82, and the KO punch will be an option if Yamcha can come back onto the stage, and he will come back onto the stage, but that's going to be a throw. Getting rid of the KO punch, it's 112, and in neutral air, it's going to be 3 versus 3. Nyquillia comes out now for Miami. Got to be 0-0 as we see the side B. 12-0. We see a side B land, but only the last hit. Neutral air. Neutral air. That's going to be the bomb, which will save this young link for a little bit. 38-30. We see a milk drink. That's going to be a side B. 38-40. That's going to be side B. Side B. Forward smash. Not going to land quite yet because of the distance, but this one will land. 38-80 as we see the young link down smash. It's going to be 53-80. 62-80. The floppy flamers will be the last game of the night as Nyquillia will be knocked off stage with the neutral air. It's going to be 3 versus 2. Vengeance. We're about halfway through the round right now, so in about an hour or so, that's when the floppy flamers will probably play. I'll ping you if you want on the Discord server. Going to be 23-80 right now as Vengeance comes out here. Going to be 23-80 as we see side special. 30-80. It's going to be no neutral air quite yet. We see a forward smash here. Going to be forward smash there from Vengeance. It's going to be 39-85. Down tilt. Side B will miss from Fight Me. 85-58. Vengeance off stage. We don't see a chase from the Meta Knight here. Neutral B will be punished after it misses by neutral air. 58 to 94. Vengeance, he had a KO in the previous round but accidentally self-destructed while off stage. It is 87 to 94 right now as we see. Forward tilt, that not quite yet a KO despite the red sparks. 87 to 110. And this Lucario should be getting closer and closer towards having half aura. 87 to 130. We see back air. 94 to 130 as it's going to be an up air. 99 to 130. Down tilt, neutral air, not quite yet. Do we see offstage shenanigans? We don't. Instead of back air from Lucario, gonna make this 2 versus 2, but Ishtar comes out now for the Dark League. We see 104 to 16 as a Palutena. No Arty Radicals coming out quite yet. Forward smash is attempted, just the win box though. 108 to 38 as we see a little bit off stage. Down air was attempted right there by the Lucario. It's 115 to 38 right now. Up smash will miss from the Palutena. Forward smash will be parried. Down smash will miss, and the Lucario out of the parry, going for the down throw into the up air. All of a sudden, it's 115 to 6-7. And that's going to be a side B, making it 116 to 88, a command grab side B, but the forward tilt will make this a 1 versus 2 for Gengalzo. Can Gengalzo hand the Dark League their first win, or will the Dark League advance to 4-0? It is 7 to 94 right now. Gengalzo trying to get that up air, back air now, Ishtar 118. Ideally, the best game plan for Gengalzo is to start charging Arsene, get rid of here. It's going to be 7 to 137 right now as we are going to see up throw. But the best plan for Gengalzo is to get a little bit of damage to charge out Arsene, but ultimately have Arsene come out once Wet Stick does, assuming you can KO Ishtar. We're about 2/3 of the way there, so Gengalzo does need this does put a rush on the clock, on the time for Gengalzo to get rid of this Palutena. 144 to 162. This is game number 7 of the night, by the way. There's 14 games, and that's going to be a KO right there. So Gengalzo does get the KO before Wet Stick can come out, so it's going to be 53 to 0. But Arsene will be active now. It's going to be 72 to 0 right now. Gengalzo with Arsene. The other part of the game plan is he needs to get damage onto Wet Stick. So far, he has yet to do that. It's 94 to 6, 99 to 10, but you need to get even more damage here. Up throw, up air, 44, up air juggling, 94 to 59, 101 to 59 as Arsene is about to run out. 101 to 94, forward throw. No Arsene for the rest of the night unless we see a down special charging up that meter even further. 101 to 99, Miami trying to stun the Dark League here. 101 to 107, 104 to 125. We're going to see Wet Stick. He's going to get the neutral air. It's going to be 117 to 125. Gengalzo comes onto the stage. Wet Stick comes onto the stage. 117 to 125. Forward smash misses. Forward tilt. Wet Stick off stage. He's going to come back on. 117 to 134. And the up throw here won't get rid of Gengalzo quite yet. 130 to 134. Back air. 130 to 146. We see Wet Stick coming back on right now. Up smash will miss from Gengalzo, but an up throw. Gengalzo, he's almost there towards another Arsene. 139 to 151, 155 bit next to Ahawk, 139 to 160, and we're gonna see an up throw here. Not quite enough. And Gengalzo at 150. Arsene could come out again. He will! Arsene is out again for Miami, and he gets the up tilt. The Dark League will sub to their first loss of the regular season. Miami stuns them 5-4. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe this breaks the record for the longest regular season game in Squad Strike history. That clock almost went down to the 1 minute mark. We see a 5-4 victory from Miami in what was going to be back and forth action. Fight Me turns the game around with 2 kills, but Gengalzo wins the 1 versus 2. Miami is 2-2. The Dark League falls to 3-1. So that was game number 7 of the night. Buffalo versus Floppy Flamers is the last game, game number 14. We have 2 more games before our no mic. After the no mic, there will be Ottawa Time Zone, Dublin versus Tax, Toronto Dratini, and then your game for Floopy. So let's see. The Dark League in the next round. After suffering their first loss, they will be on the road against the Dublin Kings. The Dublin Kings are 1 game under 500 right now, trying to get up to 500 after starting 0-2. On the other side of things, Miami. They are 500 right now. They will host the Tax Fraudulents. Let me get a screenshot real quick. And when we come back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, we are going to see 2 playoff teams with slightly surprising 1-2 starts. The Ditto Burritos, your defending champions, against the 456 Squadron with the reigning MVP. That's going to be a good one, folks. Stay tuned.
Squad strike.
That last match was absolute cinema. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League as we have match number 8 of the night, the Ditto Burritos versus the 456 Squadron. So, On one side, we have your defending champion, the Ditto Burritos, with Ditto, Bleh, Thanatos, Mementos, and Leeya. On the other side, though, is the reigning MVP Cyber Sans. The 456 Squadron has Captain Funsize, Cyber Sans, Starlight, MC Hammer, and Tri-Power. Both of these teams went deep in the playoffs last season. 456 Squadron losing in the semifinals, the Ditto Burritos winning the championship, as this is going to be a rematch of that semifinal matchup the Ditto Burritos did win. However, both these teams start the regular season off 1-2, meaning the loser of this semifinal rematch is going to fall down to 1-3. Let's get started. Alright, up, left, right, down, A. Press those buttons one more time. The leadoffs are Ditto versus Captain Funsize. It is going to be 7, 20, 23, 34, all the way on to Ditto. That's going to be 69 unanswered damage, followed by a response of 7. It's going to be 69 to 20 right here, as this is the wrong stage. This is not Garrick Monk Monastery. My apologies, folks. That is the wrong stage. The Timezone squad does not have a home game. They do have a home game, but not for 3 matches from now. So, we are going to fix that real quick. They're both yellow. They're both yellow, I swear. Alright, this is going to be the correct home stage, as that is the second time we do the wrong home stage this season. So, let's reload those rosters real quick. We'll start with Ditto Burritos, Darwin Crunchies, me, Sword Fighter, Ditto. My apologies, I was like, wait a minute. Where's the Fire Emblem music? Yeah, there's not going to be Fire Emblem music on the Timezone Squad stage, because that's Bayonetta. As cool as the Bayonetta music is, that's not until the Timezone Squad hosts Ottawa, folks. So ignore that 69 unanswered damage. We're going to see afterwards. Going to be the Byleth. Let's find just the guy's Byleth real quick. That is going to be Bleh. Let's find Bleh real quick. Bleh. Sorry, folks. Sorry for the delay, folks. Just 1 AM being stupid, choosing the wrong stage. The absolute cinema absolutely distracted him. Third is going to be Soy Sauce's Pit Amiibo, Thanatos, as the whole gang did end up staying together because of memories being selected by the Floppy Flamers. That allowed the Ditto Burritos to protect Thanatos, the one unprotected member of the roster. We will see in slot number 4. It is going to be the Mii Brawler, trained by Dracula, Mementos. If this rookie had played the entire season last year, I'm pretty sure he could have won Rookie of the Year in that race. But for now, here in year 2, we're going to see him in that 4 slot as soon as he loads. Where is Dracula's Mii Brawler? Here we go. Nope, that is the Meta Knight. That's a Meta Knight who has not played yet. Oh, that's... that's a funny nickname. Lindor, like those chocolate balls. 5th and finally is going to be Leeya, Mario Dude's Link. So let's find him real quick. Where is Leeya? MLO, Michaela, Mizakatua, Mario Dude, Link, Leeya. Alright, on the other side, for 456 Squadron, we already mentioned this, but this is going to be a rematch of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League Season 5 semifinals. Let's see, Chaos Corp versus Ottawa was the other semifinal series. I think they're going to play at some point here in this regular season. Let's see, the collision course date for Chaos Corp Ottawa is going to be somewhere in the future. Let's not worry about that right now. I think it's going to be probably warm color. Let's see. Chaos Corp, Ottawa. I'll find it later on in the schedule. I think it's scheduled for like the middle of the season if someone wants... Oh, there it is. Round 10. Yeah, Chaos Corp versus Ottawa going to be in round 10. I just have to look 1 second. But let's get that 456 Squadron roster loaded real quick. We will start with the All-Mark Captain Funsize. Since we are on the 456 Squadron, let's talk about one little thing real quick. The match against the Timezone squad, we had to replay the match because we loaded the wrong Zelda on. So, I'll show you real quick, but let's start by loading in the former MVP. Sorry, the reigning MVP, Cyber Sans. Where is he? Cyber Sans. The MVP race was coming down to him and Papaya near the end of the regular season. Papaya has already erupted so far in this regular season, so we'll see what Cyber Sans can do if he wants to defend his title. Anyways, I'm going to show you the correct Zelda for the 456 Squadron. So, The Zelda I had loaded in incorrectly is MLL Zelda Resolute. Resolute is a free agent. The correct Zelda for the 456 Squadron is Starlight. Starlight is the correct Zelda. Alright, up fourth, it is going to be roster order change for the 456 Squadron. I forgot to mention that there, as we will see AMC Hammer in slot 4. Fifth and finally, for the 456 Squadron, it is going to be the Ganondorf, the rookie Ganondorf Tri-Power. Let's find him in real quick. Let's see where he is. And alright, we can finally run this roster on the right stage. Your defending champion versus the reigning MVP. Press those buttons real quick. Up, left, right, down, A. Ditto versus Captain Fun Size are going to be your leadoffs. Side B from Ditto, that's going to be first damage. That's going to be 36 onto Captain Fun Size. Going to be 12 to 36 as we see the down smash. Going to be side B, 22 to 52, 33 to 52 as we see 36 to 52, 40, 46 to 52, 60 to 52. That's going to be off stage. Down air, it's going to be the weak one though, 79 to 52. Ditto will survive, come back onto the stage, but he's at 99 already. 99 to 59. We see down special, 73 for Fun Size. He's going to come back on. He only has a blue Pikmin when he comes back on. Able to pluck a blue, able to pluck the white, but throws away the purple, throws away the white. It's going to be blue Pikmin damage onto Ditto as the Pikmin order. Red, yellow, blue, the primary colors. 122 to 92. We're going to see up smash, and Ditto gets the leadoff win, so he will now face the reigning MVP Cyber Sans. 141 to 0 right now. We see Cyber Sans up smash, not gonna miss right there. 141 to 5 as it's going to be him coming back onto the stage. 144 to 18 down special. 156% for Ditto now as he gets hit by a down tilt. He's still at 166, 166, and a down smash right there from the reigning MVP. Bleh will come out now for the Ditto Burritos. It is 0 to 50 right now. We see Cyber Sans waiting, come back on, waiting again as that's going to be off stage at 64. Down throw, forward air. Cyber Sans at 86 against Bled, who is yet to take any damage so far in this match. It is 0 to 98. We see a back throw, 0 to 109. Cyber Sans comes back onto the stage now. 11 to 109. We see a side special, a forward smash into a down special. It is 44 to 109. Forward tilt, Cyber Sans off stage at 121. He's going to come back on as we are going to see a down smash. 58 to 121, 73 to 121. Cyber Sans will wait on the stage as he does take a little bit of damage there. It is 85 to 132. Up next, it's going to be down B. Interrupting would have been a side B. It is 98 to 132, but a side B here. Weak side B as Cyber Sans remains alive. Forward tilt though will send him off stage into the down smash. So Starlight, this is the correct Zelda right there. That's going to be an up smash, and this is going to be 3 versus 3 as Bled will be KO'd, and Thanatos comes out for the Ditto Burritos. It is 32 to 21. We see the down throw. We see the up smash, 37 to 43. Afterwards, up air, forward smash from Thanatos, 37 to 57 as he is putting the pressure onto this rookie Zelda. Gonna be down throw, up air, 33 to 75. We see up smash. We see up smash, 41 to 90. After the up smash, it is going to be down air from the Zelda, 45. Forward throw, 45 to 109, and a forward air. That's gonna make it 3 versus 2. MC Hammer comes out now for the 456 Squadron. The losing team is going to fall down to 1 and 3. And even though the hole is manageable, MC Hammer gets a KO. It is not a hole you want to fall in. Mementos will come out now for the Ditto Burritos. It is 20 to 6 as we are going to see up smash missing. Up air. Do we see a down air from the position? We do see the down air. 46 to 26. Afterwards, going to be 60 to 26 as we see afterwards side B not landing. Neutral B, 60 to 49. 72 to 49 with the forward air. Forward tilt now. Mementos off stage. It's going to be 83 to 49, but a down smash. AMC Hammer, he's going to be the one off stage now. He's going to come on safely. He avoids the up smash from Mementos. It's going to be 83 to 93, and a forward smash will make this a 1 versus 2 for Tri-Power. It is 0 100 actually to 28, as that is going to be 40% already, make it 64 onto Tri-Power, 100 to 64, we see down smash, but a forward throw now, 118 to 64, Mementos comes back onto the stage, gets a forward tilt, Tri-Power at 74, hanging on the ledge, he will come back on, but gets hit by a down smash, 118, it's going to be a KO, Leeya comes out now, it's 0 to 100, but this is going to be 22, and an up smash here, won't get rid of the Ganondorf quite yet, 22, 37 to 125. Tri-Power will stay on the stage for now as a forward tilt in the other direction. Forward tilt, 76 to 125, and a forward smash, which Tri-Power falls out of right there. Dash attack, 108 to 134. This game could belong to anyone, but it's gonna go to the 456 Squadron. The off smash with back-to-back wins as they win this one 5 to 4. So the 456 Squadron will get their second win of the regular season, advancing to a 2-2 record. Even though Ditto got that leadoff win, and even though this game was going to be beautiful back and forth action, Tri-Power turns it around at the last minute. A switch to Tri-Power in its first appearance since being put into 5 slot works out well for the Squadron. They are now 2-2, back to 500 with back-to-back wins, and they have a huge date coming up next. The 456 Squadron, they just defeated the defending champions, but coming up next, they are going to be on the road against Ottawa. And is Ottawa the team to beat? That's going to be a very good question as they play in 2 games from now. But for the Ditto Burritos, they will host the Time Zone Squad. Time Zone Squad currently 1-2. They play Ottawa this upcoming round. But the Time Zone Squad is a team the Ditto Burritos usually have good luck against. So that could be a good bounce back win for this 1-3 team. We're just going to have to wait and figure out what happens if any roster adjustments are made. But that is one thing with running it back. When you're running it back, you have the same 5 Amiibo in that starting roster, but with one off-season full of adjustments. Alright. Coming up next is going to be the next no mic match, as we will have the undefeated KVs versus, right? No, we won't have the no mic yet. Up next will be the KVs versus Holy Army of Faerghus on the microphone. Match number 9 comes up next for the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. We will see you in a minute.
Squad strike.
Two undefeated teams remain as both the Dark League and the Chaos Corp fell to their opponents in this round, but the KBs, they are on the road against the Holy Army of Faerghus as the KBs have a 3-0 record. Their roster is Madam M, Criminal, Throat Goat, Talk is Cheap, and Last Dream, the first overall pick in the draft. They will face off against Dimitri, the third overall pick in the draft, John Pickman, Toby Maguire, Shiori, and Vibin. The Holy Army of Faerghus suffered their first regular season loss in the previous round 2 Carbon Show's team, where Carl Magnus had gone a 0-to-death on Dimitri. And we have a Byleth Ditto here in the lead up between Madam M versus Dimitri. For the first time this regular season, Byleth versus Byleth in the leadoff slot. It's going to be 4-20 to 23. We see side B missing from both. Going to be 20 to 23 as a side B. That's going to land from Madam M. 20 to 49. Going to be 20 to 64 as Dimitri. 2-1 so far in the leadoff slot. It is 34 to 64 as we see down tilt. Neutral air. 34, 86 is going to be forward smash missing into a side B, 34 to 104 as this is a game of spacing and punishing misses. 52 to 104, we see forward tilt missing, down smash misses, neutral air, followed by a side B. Madam M will be off stage right now at 79. She's going to come back on. It is 79 to 104, down tilt, up air, Dimitri at 127, lands a forward tilt. It's 92 to 127 as we see. Gonna be a forward smash there from Madam M, who comes out first, and John Pickman will come out now for the Holy Army. So it's going to be 92 to 3, 92 to 18. John Pickman, temporarily red because there are two Olmars here and both of them use the same color. It is 96 to 39. We see forward smash. Madam M off stage. Down air will be attempted by John Pickman, but it's going to be the weak version. So Madam M, she will survive. It's 123 to 39. It's going to be a back throw here. 125 to 49. 142 to 49. We see up next. That is going to be White Pickman damage. 170 to 49. It's going to be afterwards. 174 to 156. John Pickman, all he needs to do is get a back air. That's not going to be enough quite yet. 185 to 68 as a Madam M nears 200%. 188 to 80. That could have been a KO right there, but that was a purple Pickman with his short range. Had it been another color, that would have been the dagger right there. 190 to 93. Down tilt, up B, and that's going to be punched right there. What was John Pickman doing just now? An up special out of the parry. When you're that close to Byleth gets punished immediately. Toby Maguire gets the revenge KO, but it's a 4 versus 3 with the KBs in the lead. 22 to 11, 44 to 11 right there. We're going to see neutral air, up tilt, Maguire at 33, 44 to 33 as up smash from Maguire. Gonna make this 64 to 33. Afterwards, it is going to be minecart interrupted by forward tilt, breaking the minecart itself. 64 to 62. Maguire stalls in the air to avoid getting hit by the Gordo. It is 67, 73 to 62. We see up tilt, afterwards down tilt missing, up tilt, no up air though from Kritical as he gets hit by a forward smash. Maguire still has wooden tools on him. Up smash, 110 to 71. We see some mining, 110 to 82. Afterwards, forward air, 124 to 82 as it's going to be a forward throw, 124 to 94. It's going to be an up B to land straight into Criminal, which does work at stopping any offensive attacks. And the stone tools will be made as minecart. Criminal off stage at 157, and Maguire can get a second KO here. That is going to even things up, and it will be a... Oh! Criminal gets KO'd, but Maguire survives. And the Throat Goat comes out now for the KBs with a revenge KO. So here comes Shiori for the Holy Army of Faerghus. 0 to 23 right now. We're going to see up tilt, up tilt. After the up tilt, going to be up tilt again. But Throat Goat, that does not go punish what John Pickman had done earlier this round. 16 to 34, 16 to 45 as we are going to see. Going to be a trading hit. A bad trade though for Holy Army as they're trying to avoid being down. Shiori already at 84%. It's going to be down air, forward smash, 38 to 96 as we see Shiori come back onto the stage. 38 to 96. Shiori hit by the up air. It's going to be 38 to 109. We see down B. She's going to wait. Tries to go off stage right there though. At the very end, little bit of an impatient move as that is going to be up tilt going into the up air. 60 to 109. Afterwards, Shiori reflecting the yellow Pikmin to deal some damage onto Throat Goat. It's going to be 93 to 121. We will see Shiori with the forward smash right there. It's going to be 2 versus 2. And now talk is cheap. The Ryu Revenge K with the Shuriken. Vibin will have a 1 versus 2 for the Holy Army of Faerghus. Up smash to punish the missed Shuriken, 31 to 21 as we see Shuriken combo. No, it's going to be to the up smash, which does miss. Vibin trying to make his way down from the platform. Bit of a tricky situation here. 31 to 48, 39 to 48 as we see forward tilt. It is 59 to 64. Keep in mind, last dream, first overall pick of the draft. He is waiting after this. If Talking Sheep is KO'd, it is 101 to 82 as the KBs, they are trying to remain undefeated. 2 undefeated teams do remain. 118 to 82. And last dream, he's going to come out right now, but the Holy Army of Faerghus, they do have an opportunity to stun this team. Going to be 0 to 102, 19 to 102, but the neutral right there, the first overall pick shuts things down as the KBs remain undefeated. They will win this game 5 to 4. So that means we will have at least one undefeated team at the end of this round, but Madam Am had 2 KOs in the leadoff. Tobey Maguire tries to bring it back, and he does, but it turns into back and forth from there. Even though back and forth can work, you do need someone to get that extra KO, which neither Shiori nor Vibin could do. The KBs are 4-0 to start the regular season. So that means if Ottawa wins, it will come down to Ottawa or the KBs for that last team to be undefeated. And let me do some math real quick. Let's see that collision course, potential collision course. Ottawa versus the KBs, Ottawa versus the KBs. They both exist in the Eastern Conference, so they should have a date with each other. Let's see. That's Ottawa versus Ditto Burritos. That's going to be, let's see, Ottawa. That's Miami. Ottawa, JJ Wentworth. Ottawa. Okay, so Ottawa and the KBs, the 2 last undefeated teams. Of course, Ottawa could lose this round, but if they win out all of their games until they meet each other, these 2 teams don't play each other until round 14. So imagine that. Imagine, like, what didn't happen one time in the NFL or something like that with like 2 crazy long undefeated teams for a while. Like, I think it was the Colts and the Saints. Anyways, we are going to see Ottawa versus KBs all the way in round 14. That could be a potential future date to bookmark when we get to there in the future. That game probably won't happen until mid-August though. But alright, the KBs remain undefeated with a 4-0 record. Up next, it's going to be a no mic match as Michael, the team, will be on the road against Carbon Show's team. We'll load those rosters and we'll explain them in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. For match number 10 of the night, we have the second no mic match of the evening. So, it's gonna be Michael versus Carbon Show's team. Michael currently stands at 1-2, Carbon Show's team at 2-1. Let's talk about Michael first. It is Paragon, Yusiso, Terrence, No Mouth, and Tomini. In the win for Michael in the previous round, we saw Terrence. This is a special king deity that loves to go for the up special. It slows down the pace of the game to his clock, but he got a hat trick showing proof of concept. On the other side, Carbon Show's team, Carl Magnus, had a 0 to death in the previous round in a 2 KO performance in the leadoff. We will see Carl Magnus, Sauce Alger, 910, Starlist, and Bob. Alright. This is a no mic match, so I will be on the microphone after the end of this match. 4 matches after this, but for now, enjoy. Michael will get back-to-back wins as they defeat Carbon Show's team 5-3. Let's take a look at that game real quick as Carl Magnus did get that leadoff win, but then 2 KOs from UC So's second overall pick, 2 KOs from Terrence, and then the game winner from No Mouth. Bob had a 1 versus 3, only gets 1 KO before ultimately being knocked out by No Mouth. 910 gets the other KO aside from the leadoff win from Carl Magnus. Carbon Show's team will fall down to 2-2. Michael will go up to 2-2. Alright folks, 4 games remain, and let's head to that 11th game real quick. It will be Ottawa versus the Time Zone Squad. So 2 undefeated teams remain. We already saw losses from the Dark League and the Chaos Corp, and we did see the KBs win. But Ottawa, they are on the road against the Time Zone Squad. Let's set a song actually. I say we do... No, not Tomorrow's Mine. What is it? What is it? Is this one? No. It's, not Afterburner. Time for the Climax. Try to remember which one is this. One of a Kind. There we go. That's the song. Yeah, let's play One of a Kind here. This is going to be a dramatic game as last season, this was one of the biggest thrillers of a regular season match. The Time Zone Squad had won that game 5-4 against Ottawa, but unfortunately, there was no rematch in the playoffs. More than likely, this will probably be the only time Ottawa and Time Zone Squad play here in the regular season. The only other time they could play would be in the finals as a Time Zone Squad, Western Conference, Ottawa in the East. The roster for Ottawa, as you can see, will be Taste, Sauron, Papaya, Seraphim, and their closer, who we have yet to see actually appear in a game, IHOP. As for the Time Zone Squad, they have been suffering in the leadoff game. 0-3 so far in here. We saw Rin, 1 leadoff loss, 2 leadoff losses from Snaketails, so they're going to pivot back to Sauron. Not Sauron, but Sidon. Still welcome in Amiibo. In the 2 slot, we saw 2 back-to-back KO performances from Alistor, but he got shut down in the loss, 2-400 for the 6 Squadron, the 3rd Amiibo for the Time Zone Squad. This will be his Season 6 debut, one of the main starters from last season. He's still here, he was just sitting on the bench, and here he is. Pangers, Pokemon Trainer, Heim. Yes, that's literally how you say it. I know it looks like but I did confirm with Panger, you just say like Heim. But it just looks so funny to look at. Just Heim. That's how you say it. Heim. Kind of like the city of Anaheim over there by Los Angeles. Tech Mode's King Deity will be the 4th Amiibo coming out. Let's find Tech Mode real quick. QRST. This is a rookie King Deity here to replace the absence of Pancakes in the offseason. As, let's see, he is coming already, and here he is. 5th and finally, even though the Time Zone Squad will likely get Crony back next off-season after the proper paperwork is filed out, MLL's 5th Spyleth Ascent will still be here. So we'll see how he does here in this closer position. Can the Time Zone Squad get a bounce back win to go up to 500? Can they stun Ottawa, make it to only 1 undefeated team? Or will Ottawa go up to 4-0 to start the regular season? That match is starting soon. As mentioned before, the Time Zone Squad has a change in leadoff. This is their 3rd leadoff so far of the regular season, as it will be Sidon for the home team dealing with Taste, the best leadoff from Season 5. And now we can play at Umbra Clock Tower. It's going to be 17-21 already from Sidon. Going to be 21-0, 37-0 as Taste is off stage. 37-12. Sidon was pretty solid as a leadoff for the Time Zone Squad last season. Going to be 37-47. 6-7 already onto Sidon. He's going to be off stage, but the footstool right there on the Taste. He's going to get a KO. So the Time Zone Squad picks up their first leadoff win of the regular season with a footstool from Sidon. It's going to be 1-93 as Sauron comes out now. This is a new and improved version of Sauron as he goes back into his number 2 slot. IHOP on the 5 slot. Mementos hasn't started quite yet for Ottawa. It is 41-8 as the Link. We see Sauron come back onto the stage. Forward tilt, down smash, going to get parried right there. 41-118. It's going to be forward tilt here. Sauron at 55. Ottawa is down, but not that down, so the wing won't activate until 80, but it's going to be a KO. Alistor will come out now for the Time Zone Squad, 55-0, but at least they get the leadoff win from Sidon. 72 to 18. Alistor tries going for the neutral air right there. 72 to 27. We will see neutral air again, and now the neutral air, that's going to be the activation of the wing for Sauron. Make it 90 to 27. We see forward tilt. Alistor at 41. It's going to be a back throw here. Do we see a forward air? No, it will be coming from the Sephiroth instead. 103 and a forward smash. That's going to shut down Sauron. So here comes Papaya. He had 4 KOs in the last round against the Natsuki Lovers. Can the Time Zone Squad reduce Papaya's capacity in this game? Gotta be 0 to 117 as Papaya. He currently leads league right now with 7 KOs alongside Perspecta, 28 to 117. We did see Perspecta shut down in the Lost 4 Yours Nightmare and make a KO number 8 for Papaya. He takes the lead now, 41 to 52 as Heim makes his Season 6 debut with the Time Zone Squad. It's going to be a back throw, 86 to 0. We see Papaya off stage. Heim still the Charizard. Charizard with the back throw. It is 0 to 12. 0 to 18, and this could be a Flare Blitz range right here. It's going to be neutral air instead. We see a back throw, 113 to 24, and a down air from Heim, shutting down Papaya to only 1 KO. Seraphim will come out now. It's going to be a side B, 30 to 36, as Seraphim Papaya was one of the biggest duos last season. Charizard is still out for Heim, but here comes the switch to Squirtle. 55 to 62. 55 to 75 as we see the Squirtle. He's jumping, goes for a side B, 70 to 75. We see a back throw now, 79 to 75. That's going to be a forward air, and for the first time this season, IHOP will come out for Ottawa as they are in a 1 versus 3 pickle. Heim at 97, 2 kills already for the Time Zone Squad. It's going to be 3 to 97 as the Ottawa. They are trying not to lose their first game of the regular season, and now we have King DD versus King DD. IHOP versus Honda. It's going to be 30 to 12, 45 to 12, 47 to 40. We see up next going to be a Gordo. That's going to be showed right there. Forward tilt. It's going to be forward tilt from IHOP now. 47 to 51. Gordo will land from Honda onto IHOP. It's going to be a Gordo, but that bounces back onto Honda. 61 to 70, 69 to 70. We see neutral air. We see back air. Honda is off stage at 96. We see a forward air attempted right there. Neutral air interrupting Honda's recovery. It is 69 to 110. Both deities back onto the stage. Down tilt, down tilt, down tilt into a Gordo. 108 to 110. That Gordo right there will hit IHOP actually, and he is gonna fall short. Only one undefeated team remains in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, as the KBs will be your last undefeated team with a 4-0 record. The Chaos Corp, the Dark League, and Ottawa all suffered their first loss of the regular season, as the Time Zone Squad will win this game 5 to 3. A change in that roster for the Time Zone Squad, as this was going to be back and forth before Heim erupted with 2 KOs. Honda able to get the game-winning KO in a 1 versus 2 scenario. So the Time Zone Squad will upset Ottawa here. They are going to go up to 2-2, as Ottawa, the Time Zone Squad is just one team they cannot beat, and every game has been memorable so far. Season 3, Papaya had a hat trick, but it gets countered by 4 kills from Pancakes. The last season, it was a 5-4 thriller. The Time Zone Squad wins, and here the Time Zone Squad snaps Ottawa's win streak, as Ottawa will fall down to 3-1. So only one team remains undefeated now. That is going to be the KBs, the rookie expansion franchise with a rookie general manager and the first overall pick. A team with many rookies on their active roster, including Amiibo, who have never debuted before. They are going to be the last undefeated team here in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League with a 4-0 record. So let me state one thing real quick. The record for longest undefeated team in a single season is 6-0, set by Season 1 Detroit. Let's see, the KBs in the next 2 rounds, they are going to be, let's see. They're on the road against the struggling Boston Brawlers, but then they have a date against JG Wentworth. Assuming they win those 2, it would be the tax fraudulents that decide whether or not history will be made. Alright, but the KBs are your last undefeated team now that Ottawa suffered their first loss. Papaya, he should still be leading the league at the end of this round with 8 KOs, as he could still be the favorite in the MVP race. But Heim, in his Season 6 debut, shuts down Ottawa. Coming up next for the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League match number 12 of the night, it will be the Dublin Kings versus the Tax Fraudulents. You're watching the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League on 1AM channel. We will be back after the break. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. For the 12th match of the night, we have the Dullen Kings versus the Tax Fraudulents. And the winner of this game right here, let's see, I believe the Tax Fraudulents are 1 and 2 right now, and so are the Dullen Kings. So the winner will bounce back up to 500. Let me just double check that record of the Tax Fraudulents real quick. Let's see. Tax Fraudulents. They are currently 2 and 1 actually. The Tax Fraudulents are actually 2 and 1. So a win here would put them to 3 and 1, but a loss and both these teams are 2 and 2. The roster for the Dullen Kings, as they change things every round, it is Kenjaku, Aerith, Rice, Tenten, and Valerios. The same 5 starters in their win last round, but in a different order. As for the other team, the Tax Fraudulents, we will see Freak, Finale, Molly, Chaos King, and Informer. So the Dullen Kings will be using the Olimar leadoff today against Freak, who has been struggling a bit so far in the leadoff position. Let's see how that leadoff interaction goes. The Tax Fraudulents, who debuted in Season 4 as the Kritical Krashers, have yet to make it in the playoffs. This is their 3rd season in existence. As for the Dullen Kings, they've made it to the playoffs almost every single round they've been in. They even have one championship, the original championship to the league. It is 35-21 right now, as we see. Gonna be Kenjaku, that fireball going through the Pikmin. Gonna be 35-39, gonna be 35-53. Do we see the up smash here? We see it up air instead, 35-62. It's gonna be a trade in damage, 49-76. Better going off for the Kings right there, 49-76, as we still see. Gonna be forward smash from the yellow, 49-99. Freak off stage, he'll come back on right here, 49-99 still, as it's going to be off smash being shielded. The red one is going to miss, 60-99, as the white Pikmin is available now, but an up B out of that up tilt, followed by a back air, 71-115. The current Pikmin order is yellow, red, purple, 71-125, as that was yellow Pikmin damage onto this hero, 81-82-125, and a forward smash. Kenjaku will get the leadoff win as Finale comes out now for the Tax Fraudulents. Pikmin order is red, red, purple. 105-35 right now is a down smash from the Meta Knight. Kenjaku off stage, neutral air. It will land with the chase, and Aerith will come out now for the Kings here in slot number 2. Make it 7-56. We see the up air, 7-74. Afterwards, it's going to be 12-74. We see a forward smash, 12-93. As Aerith with that up air, that's going to give the Kings a big league, as now Molly comes out for the Tax Fraudulents. Going to be 12-17. Forward smash from the Cloud, gets some damage there as he is charging that meter halfway towards the limit break. 35-36, forward air on the return back. 51-36, as this Cloud is about 1 hit away from having that limit break. No manual charge here, as he does have a limit, but he uses on neutral B, and he does come back to the stage. 51-49. Some Cloud Amiibo lately have been smarter with doing that neutral B without self-destructing, because that is an issue Cloud has sometimes as a character. 97-55. Missed forward smash into a forward smash from Aerith, followed by no down air quite yet. It's going to be missed forward smash for her now, but this one is also going to miss, and Molly will get the KO. Here comes Rice for the Dullen Kings. So far, this game has been back and forth. It's going to be 0-98, as Molly won't have the opportunity to use the second limit break. Gets killed right there. We will see DD versus DD. The Kings have a 1-stock lead, as Rice has 16-21 right now. Going to be down throwing the forward air. 36-48 unanswered damage from Rice. Sorry, from Chaos King. Going to be 48-46. Now it's going to be back towards even. 48-59, 57, 68-59, 80-59 right now, as we see forward tilt. Chaos King at 71. Down throw, up air. Chaos King gonna be at 94 when it comes back down to the stage. Gonna be 80-94. But the Gordo making it 98-94. We see down tilt, but Rice came out a few frames faster. 107-110. Gordo being bounced back on the Chaos King. It is 107-128. Up tilt is gonna miss from Rice. Back to back. What we see up next gonna be forward tilt from Chaos King. 121-28. Chaos King takes a step back. Gonna be 136-128. We are gonna see Rice. He waits, gets a forward air. 137-143. Whichever King DD gets KO'd first would be the one that gets KO'd first. 137-154, as we see up smash being parried into the up tilt, and this is gonna be a 1 versus 3 for Informer. Informer tries to go off stage right there, tries to go for the off stage up special. That is one thing he likes to do sometimes. 163 to 15, but it did not work because of the DAD. Forward tilt from Rice into the up smash. Informer already at 41. Gotta be a forward smash here, shutting down Rice for the night. And 10-10 in a Byleth versus Byleth now. She has the opportunity to get the game winning KO for the Kings. 11 to 53. The Kings are trying to jump back up to 500 as Informer at 6-7 comes back onto the stage with the forward tilt now. It is 22 to 6-7, but that up smash will miss from 10-10 out of the parry. 38 to 6-7, 38 to 74. Informer coming back onto the stage. Forward tilt, 49 to 74. We see a down throw into the forward air missing actually. 60 to 82. And 10-10 self-destructs. Oh no! Valerios will come out now for the Dublin Kings, and he gets revenge immediately as the Kings will hang on and win this game 5-4. If that affects the differential down the road, I would be upset. But the Dublin Kings have bounced back up to 500 after suffering back-to-back losses. It will be back-to-back wins. So we see Kenjaku with that KO, 2 KOs from Rice to make it a 1 versus 3. Informer will be credited with 2 KOs since self-destructs do get credited in KOs unless it is a kamikaze or very much intentional off stage. We will see Valerios with the revenge. That game-winning KOs, the Kings are back up to 500. Tax Fraudulents with that loss go from 2-1 to 2-2. Will also be 500 at the end of the round, but 2 matches remain to the end of the night. Coming up next, Toronto versus Dratini Domain.
Squad strike.
2 matches remain to round 4 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, as we have winless Toronto versus the Dratini Domain, who just suffered their first loss of the regular season. Welcome back. Toronto has made some more roster adjustments, as the roster will now be Flazer Draw, Kaivine, Silly, Nezuko, and Sigurd. On the other side, Spike, Aussie, Power, Double Trouble, and Funko Ford. So in the previous round of Trini Domain, they lost to the undefeated KBs. The KBs remain undefeated, as the KBs are the last undefeated team here in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. But the leadoffs between Toronto and Dratini is Flazer Draw versus Spike. It's going to be 0-0 right now. We see the up throw, 15-0, 34-0. That's going to be 51 unanswered damage, as the Ivysaur will switch to the Charizard. 69-0. Charizard tries to go for a Flare Blitz, does not land it. 88 unanswered now, 102 unanswered. Charizard, self-inflicted damage, but finally some damage. 129-22, another Flare Blitz, 142-22. He'll come back on, but Toronto already down early. It's going to be 142-56. Unless the Charizard can come back and get out damage here, it's going to be a down throw. Do we see forward air? We don't see forward air. It's going to be a back throw. 145-80, 151-81, 151-82, as we see Spike trying to come back on. It's going to be an up throw, and that's going to be a switch to the Squirtle. Squirtle trying to get around the Spike ball, goes around it, and no, he will get hit by the Spike ball, and that's going to be a leadoff win for Dratini Domain. So Kaivine makes his Season 6 debut for Toronto. He's been on this team ever since the original season. Gonna be 32-105, 47-105 as Toronto. They are trying to avoid falling down into an 0-4 hole themselves. It is 60, 75-122. The 4 teams who entered this round winless were Toronto, Mid-Class Nation, Detroit, and the Natsuki Lovers. We saw Mid-Class Nation and the Natsuki Lovers get wins here. Detroit falls down to 0-4, and Toronto, there's 2 KOs already from Spike as Silly comes out now. They are trying to avoid going 0-4 alongside Detroit. 64-138. We're going to see Spike with that side B. Big poison damage onto Silly. It's going to be 107-138. We wait as we see that the hat trick from Spike here in the leadoff. That's going to be the first hat trick of the night. Nezuko's going to shut things down, but it's going to be a 4-2 lead for Dratini Domain. It is 25-0 as a counter hat trick is necessary. One of the 2 Amiibo wants to win the game for Toronto. 55-0, 57-0. It is 57-18. Down throw into neutral air. Aussie gotta be at 41. Aussie at 59. We see Nezuko try to go for an aerial there. It's 64-59. We see Nezuko back onto the stage alongside Aussie. 64-59. We see side B. Current Pikmin order is yellow, purple, red. 77-64. 95-64. Nezuko waiting. Nezuko coming back on. That's going to be off smash missing from Aussie. And a forward smash interrupted by a forward smash from the Olimar. 119-64. That's going to be yellow Pikmin damage being dealt onto Aussie thanks to the reflection. It is 123-135-76. And a down air will make this a 1-4 for Sigurd. So a forward smash here will make this 1-3, but Power's going to come out now. She has the opportunity to win this game for Dratini Domain. Going to be 42-22, 47-22, as we are going to see up next. 59-22, forward smash being shielded right here. Forward smash shield lands again. There's only been one 1-4 comeback in league history, and Sigurd is going to make this a 1-2. So Double Trouble comes out now, 69-0, but the forward smash right there, and that's it. Dratini Domain will hang on and win 5-3. Yeah, sorry folks, commentator curse, my apologies. Spike with a hat trick in the leadoff position. We see Sigurd try to bring it from 2 KOs, but even with a performance like that, it is too little, too late, as Toronto will fall down to 0-4. We'll see what Toronto does to reassess the roster, as Silly had been shut down in this game too. Double Trouble with the game winner. But a hat trick from Spike is the first hat trick of the night for round 4, as I thought we weren't going to see one, but there it is. 1 3-kill performance for tonight. We'll see if we can get a second one in the final game of the night, as up next, last game for tonight, it shall be Buffalo versus the Floppy Flamers. We'll see in a minute when that game is loaded.
strike.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. For the final match of the night, we have the Buffalo Mii Bashers versus the Floppy Flamers. So, if we take a look at these teams' records real quick, let's look at the records real quick for just a second. We are going to see Buffalo at a 1-2 record, while the Floppy Flamers stand at 2-1. So, the lineup order for Buffalo is Low, Pixar Mom, The Job, Adderall, and Bloom versus Failnot, Memories, Mrs. Biden, Loaded Diaper, and Bong. Let's begin. Leadoff game is going to be an interesting one here as the Byleth leadoff continues for the Floppy Flamers against Low, who doesn't really seem to be in the Season 4 form right now, but that could change at any time. Fireball, gonna be the first damage as Low puts 30 unanswered onto Fail Not, 39 already. That's gonna be Fireball, a trade in damage, 10 to 49. But we see up throw, up B, back air will miss from Fail Not there, 48 to 64, 48 to 73. It's back and forth, but Fail Not still down a little in percentage as forward smash will be parried. A second forward smash will be parried. That's gonna be a medium thunder now, 48 to 86, and the medium Fireball catching Fail Not into the forward air, and Low will get the leadoff win for Buffalo. It's 48 to 17, 40 to 25. That's going to be a critical forward smash from Low right there. That is 2 KOs in 10 seconds. Buffalo already leads this game 5 to 3 as Mrs. Biden will come out now. It is 82 to 0 as that was a 0 to death from Panger's hero Low. He is back in Season 4 form. 90 to 20 right now. I am shocked at what just happened. Low is at 119. It is 119 to 20, but a fourth throw here. Low off stage. Biden trying to go off stage. Down air. There's a down air right there. That's going to shut down Low with the back air. So 4 to 3 lead right now. Biden only at 20, so she can even this game if she wants to against Pixar Mom. It is 10 to 20 as we see the Mithra trying to go reverse angle to try to catch Zelda off guard. Gotta be 10 to 39. So even though this is an early deficit, this can be salvaged if the Zelda can get the right hit. 37 to 49. We see the side B missing from Pixar Mom. Rookie selected in the first round from Buffalo. Gotta be 37 to 68 as we see. Gotta be Pixar Mom. She goes for a side B. Still the Mithra for now. It is 37 to 78 as Biden jumping around. Hits by the down smash. 37 to 86. We see a side B now. 37 to 103. Side B again. Biden off stage trying to make her way back on. It's gonna be 37 and a jab here from the Pyra. Will not KO. So Pixar Mom does not get the KO against Mrs. Biden quite yet. It's going to be a fourth match here from Biden. 56 to 139. Side B, that's going to land, but not going to be the dagger quite yet on the former First Lady. 56 to 51. We see a back throw here. Biden off stage and caught by the side special. That's going to do the job. It is a 4 to 2 lead for Buffalo. So Loaded Diaper and the Piranha Plant, Bong, they are going to need to combine for 4 KOs, likely with a 2-2 split. It is 92 to 0. A forward smash here. Pixar Mom going to be at 110, as I believe this is the first time we see a Staples Amiibo versus a Staples Amiibo in this young season. Going to be 110 to 29. We see a back throw. We see a side B not landing quite yet. 110 to 51 into a snap. 121 to 51. Afterwards, it's going to be the forward tilt. And there's a forward tilt right there, making it 3 versus 2. The job. It's going to come out now as the wing will activate at only 70 for the Sephiroth because they are down. It is 14 to 91. Up B coming on right now. 14-91 still as we see off smash not landing quite yet from Loaded Diaper. Down throw. Do we see a down air? No. Forward air is going to miss instead. It is 14. 37 to 101 thanks to the up special. Loaded Diaper in the air for little. Down throw. Back air. 6-7 for the job as we see down air attempted here. Does it land? No. It's going to be up smash attempted instead. Back throw. The laser. It will miss because of the angle. The job coming back on at 68. Little off screen damage. It's going to be a back throw now. Do we see a forward tilt? And Loaded Diaper is going to even the game at 2 versus 2. Adderall comes out with the down special. Trying to come on right now. And an up smash. But it's only going to be a 1 versus 2 for Bong. Can Bong come back and win it for the Floppy Flamers? It's 35. It's a jab. 42 to 0. Poison Cloud. 64. Unanswered damage onto the rookie Dr. Mario. This was a first round pick actually. Pixar Mom was chosen in the second round. It is 64. 86 to 46 after the parry. And Poison Cloud getting some more damage onto the Dr. Mario. It's going to be a back throw here. Adderall off stage at 104. We wait and there's a spike ball. And all of a sudden it's a 1 versus 1. Bong is only down by 46%. It's going to be 0 to 6-7 as we have Plant versus Plant Bloom. Panger's Piranha Plant is a closer for Buffalo here. It's going to be 110 right now as there is yet to be any damage onto Bloom. Going to be 10 to 129. We're going to see up next, just going to be Bong trying to come back onto the stage. We wait as we see Spike Ball, and that's going to hit Bong. 10 to 146, and the up smash. Buffalo is going to hang on and win after a run attempt from the Floppy Flamers, but both teams are going to be 500 as Buffalo will win this 5 to 4. 2 KOs from Low in the leadoff. That is what caused Buffalo to get ahead early in this game. We will see 2 KOs from Loaded Diaper, try to bring it back. A 4 to 2 lead comes down to the last Amiibo, but yeah, memories. Memory provides one of the greatest memories of all time. The 8-second memory of being KO'd in 8 seconds. Beautiful, beautiful work from Memories. That was a 0 to death from Low after that, but Low suddenly transformed back into his Season 4 form. We did see a little bit of back and forth as Biden KOing Pixar Mom, but then the Job. We see the Job KO'd by Loaded Diaper. Loaded Diaper getting rid of Adderall. Sorry, Bong got rid of Adderall actually, but the 1 versus 2 could not be won by Bong. The late effort by the Floppy Flamers falls short. Alright, so that's going to be it for round 4 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. In the next round, let's see. The Buffalo Meebashers in the next round, they host Carbon Show's team. Carbon Show's team, I believe they won, right? No, they did not win. Both teams are going to be 2 at 500, 2-2, so we'll see who goes 3-2, who falls down 2-3. As for the Floppy Flamers, they are going to be playing up against, they're going to be on the road against winless Toronto, so that could be a good bounce back win for the Floppy Flamers that they lose this one here. We'll see what happens though, as 2 winless teams remain. 2 teams yet to win a single game in the regular season. Detroit, Toronto, both are 0-4. Toronto, we already mentioned, they host the Floppy Flamers. Detroit, though, they are on the road at JG Wentworth. On the other side of things, we have 1 undefeated team remaining. Entering this round, there was 4, the Chaos Corp, the Dark League, Ottawa, and the KBs, but 3 of the 4 fell, suffered their first regular season loss, as the one and only undefeated team in the league exists in the Eastern Conference, and that is going to be the KBs. 4-0 so far. In the next round, they are on the road against a struggling Boston Brawlers team, but this is a team who does have a win against the defending champion, even if the Ditto Burritos are struggling right now. More than likely, round 5 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, we are planning for a Wednesday afternoon live stream. So, if you live in America, Canada, Mexico, South America, that is going to be in the afternoon for y'all. If you live in Europe though, it could be an evening stream. Planning to do 12 or 1 o'clock in the central time zone. We'll have to wait and see. But let's see, round 5 will open up with a rematch of the quarterfinals between the Chaos Corp and your worst nightmare. We'll see the KBs at Boston, the 456 Squadron at Ottawa, Holy Army of Faerghus versus Michael. The first no mic match will be the Tax Fraudulents versus Miami. Then when we come back, Time Zone Squad versus the Ditto Burritos. Floppy Flamers at Toronto for match 7. Match 8 will be Carbon Show's team at Buffalo, where match 9 will be the Dark League at Dublin Kings. The 10th match of the night will be the Natsuki Lovers, who just got their first win of the regular season. They are on the road at Amiibo Engage. Then the final 4 matches afterwards will be Mid-Class Nation at the Novas, Detroit, winless Detroit at JG Wentworth. We'll see the Floppy Flamers, sorry, not the Floppy Flamers, we'll see the Fabled Fairies at Dratini Domain, and to close things out, Green Bay at the Bad Opinion Tellers. I had to like double check because the initials are similar for Floppy Flamers and Fabled Fairies. Floppy Flamers, I have listed as FLP for a flop, but the Fabled Fairies have FBF for the Fabled Fairies. Maybe I should have done a FBL or something like that. Oh well, it's too late. It's already written down on the whiteboard. Alright, but that will be round 5. That is planned for Wednesday. Wednesday and Thursday will be afternoon live streams, by the way. So playing around the same time, either 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. Not final quite yet. The reason why I am doing a Wednesday afternoon broadcast, even though I'm free on Wednesday, is because in the evening, I want to start going back to local Pokemon tournaments. In the shop I go to, usually they do Wednesday evenings. That plus, I'm going to be hanging out with a friend as well. We're going to be trying to get the new Power World set, because that card shop is also doing a midnight release on release day. Alrighty, that's going to be it for that. We will see you on tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Wednesday. We will see you Wednesday in the afternoon. Wednesday, Thursday will be afternoon broadcast. There'll be no live stream on Friday, but we are planning a doubleheader on Saturday. Until then, we will see you, as 4 rounds have been finished to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. 14 remain, and 1 undefeated team remains here in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. More storylines and this. The Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League will resume on Wednesday, but until then, we'll see y'all. Y'all have a nice one.